And hello, my name is sensei-pong. Welcome to Pong Plays Cat Muffler. This should be a relatively short visual novel, but it looked pretty cute, so I was like, you know, it's posting this on the internet. There's cats involved, and the cat's wearing earmuffs or mufflers, depending on who you are. You know, sometimes like to. Oh, okay, there we go. This is the tale of a black cat. And it just starts up. The black cat always wore earmuffs. Why? Well, there's right off the bat. There's some questions unanswered here, and I'm not sure if I feel comfortable with it. The black cat liked her muffs. She didn't mind that they blocked her ears. The black cat never heard things anyway. She didn't mind the silence. The black cat often went wandering, in alleys, on fences, everywhere she would go. The black cat often saw other cats. Meow, meow. The black cat tried to speak with them, but though their mouths moved, they never answered. Meow. Those were the only times she didn't like not hearing. The black cat didn't go hungry. She hunted birds and mice, and that was enough to keep her full. Today, too, she was hunting. The black cat felt it was cold today. The ground was chilly and shiny, like the water of the puddles had been for some time. The black cat had trouble seeing any birds today. They had been flying away even when she didn't hunt them. She wondered where they flew to. The black cat... Alright. So, I understand a little bit of artistic license here, but starting like 80% of all the sentences with the black cat, the black cat, the black cat, the black cat.
That sounds very immature.
The gato negro looked around herself as she thought about where she could find birds. Yes. Somehow I spoke Spanish and it almost became a Russian accent. Maybe. Alright, so here we go. Now we've got a choice. I would assume we're either the birds or the black cat. So are we going across the road in the old lady's house? Let's go in the old lady's house. That's creepy. The black cat often smelled nice things from the old lady's house. The black cat could smell things that were far better than all the birds she could hunt. I almost said the black cat. Sometimes she climbed up and stole a thing or two. They always tasted so nice. Feels like this music is really loud.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it too. I got headphones. There we go. I think that's better. The black cat never knew that the lady would yell at her. She never knew how hungry someone could... I just want to throw in black cat now at everything. How hungry someone could be at her for stealing of their black food. Cat. There was a nice big fish on the table. The black cat felt hungrier than she could ever... I just threw that one in. It's not there. She could ever remember being as she jumped up the fish. The black cat was blissfully eating when the old lady picked her up. It's not a... well, never mind. Never mind. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna censor that. She tried to get back at her meal, but she was held too high. The black cat and the old lady opened her mouth wide and said many words, but the black cat couldn't hear her. The black cat. Suddenly the black cat felt something tight around her neck. Uh-oh. A long band was pulled around her throat with a metal ball in front. The black cat grasped onto the metal ball and pulled, but it wouldn't move. The black cat tried to cut off the long band, but it wouldn't break. The old lady smiled to her and opened her mouth out to once again say things the black cat couldn't hear. Then the black cat couldn't hunt anymore. No matter how carefully she snuck, all her prey ran away before she came close. The black cat couldn't understand why everyone knew she was there now. She knew it was because of the band around her neck, but didn't understand that made such noise? The black cat only knew that it was the old lady's doing. She wished she knew why. Meow meow. The black cat. I feel like I'm getting bored with this.
That's freaking annoying.
I know. I stopped adding the black cat into to a lot of sentences. I'm sorry you have to listen to this, Birdie Berry. This is the problems. Though the pictures are cute, I'll leave it at that. Old lady windows and cried. Oh, the lad black back cat. For a tread across the bed. Okay, there we go. I know how to make this more entertaining. I should try to like sing it as I go. The black cat cried for her. Man, I suck. For her. Alright, let's do something. Hold on. The black cat cried for her to take away the crust band and a metal ball that gave her away. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Every day the black cat cried. The old lady gave her food and the old lady gave her water. But she rubbed her back and belly. Yeah, but I'm purposely holding this because maybe you think the video is buffering, or I'm just like trying to create like tension because I feel the story is a little lacking, if any. The old lady never removed the cursed item brought onto the black cat. That was how the black cat came to be the old woman's pet. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Is that it? Okay. Let's oh, okay. So let's go across the road. I get hit by a car. No, the black cat often saw. But we're checking out a different ending here. I'm not happy with this. She really thought about the cars. The black cat couldn't hear the honking and the screeching of the tires that were always inches from hitting her. The black cat always expected the large wheels to stop in front of her because they always did. Oh, with a carefree demeanor, the black cat began to skip across the road. I see what's happening. Bright lights of its coal was approaching. The black cat didn't think much about the car. She believed it would stop. The cat never heard the car's screeching tires. Ran to get the gasp on the slippery road. Oh, this is going to turn sad. The black cat never looked up to the car. It was trying to failing to stop, to steer aside. That was the day the black cat died. Well, I got a bad ending, apparently. That's a bad ending. Oh! That's not cute anymore. That's a nice little touch there. Kudos. Adding the blood to that was pretty cool. I like that. That was okay. Well, I'm not like morbid and like in the park. So, where in the park there were always birds in the park. Often saw I'm just skipping over the phrase the black cat. Often saw humans there feeding them, so they didn't have to starve. They knew there were other things in the park too. I'm done. But she never gave them any thought, the black cat. I keep reading it. Never heard the barking of a dog. Never even thought the dogs as a danger. Was silently sneaking up on the fat birds gorging themselves on seeds. Suddenly all the fat birds ran away and flew away. Didn't understand why, so she didn't run. Looked around, saw a large dog running at her. A long band was hanging from its throat. Understand why, but it looked angry. She tried to run away. High up a tree she climbed. The black cat felt a sharp pain and wondered if she would be pulled back down by this thing that was angry at her. But nothing pulled the black cat down. She continued higher up until she could go no further. Not hearing the humans screaming below or the dog enraged barking, she hid high among the branches. Nobody saw the black cat, and thus they all let her be. The black cat looked for the source of the pain she had felt. Black cat's... Okay, I get the symbolism. I'm just gonna say that so I feel like I know what the symbolism is. You can read into this story if you'd like. This game is free, obviously. I want to say I got it off Itch.io, or it's one of those random free, like, open source Ren'Py engine games, which, if you don't know what the Ren'Py engine is, it's essentially Unity for visual novels. But free, because it's also open source. Not saying all Ren'Py games are bad, because not all Unity games are bad. Like Stanley's Parable. Stanley's Parable is good, and an excellent game, but it's the Unity engine. Unity engine's been getting a lot of flack these days. But yeah, this is essentially that, but on a visual novel thing. Not want to be Deaf Note any longer. Holding her earmuffs close to her head, the black cat wished to be able to hear. The black cat wished for a new path to take. Are you going to take off the muffs or what? Black cat's wish was granted. Oh, good times. So, did we take off the earmuffs? I don't know. Why is there a save feature on this game? Can you not sit down for like 5 minutes and play this? Really? That's silly. Man, I feel like this is such an empty Pong plays. Here's a animated GIF. I hope you like that. For more visual novels, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. sensei-pong signing out. Hopes for this one, because it was like adorable, and the description was like, it's so cute and awesome. And I was like, okay, alright, this is going to be a nice change of pace for me, but no. Friggin' Black Cat.
That was kind of a lame story.
It was a lame story, damn.
Why don't you
You know what? I mean, it's
things
real
out
fun.
before you do it?
Well, because I like doing blind gameplays. You know what's real funny? I'm still recording. Welcome to the ASMR section of this video. If you've not liked and subscribed, you will not receive relaxation. Move that mouse button down. Push the button gently over the subscribe. Push the button gently over the thumbs up. You know you want to. You know you want to. The cat looks absolutely messed up. It's not charming anymore. It's not a nice touch anymore. I'm done. Alright, apparently there is more to the game than I thought. We'll see. Because there's some like unlockable thing with a white cat. Which, okay, here we go. Or maybe nowhere. Let's do that. I'm giving this a second chance. The black cat decided not to chase birthday, and no effing around with the words here. The black cat turned back to the alley she had come from, looking for rats and mice. She didn't quite like them, they were hard to catch, but she had no choice now. The black cat wandered and wandered, but she found no mice. If she could hear, she could find them easily. She knew that. Whoa, man, that cat is freaky deaky. Rightly, she wished again to be able to hear. Then she saw a white cat standing in her path, and stopped. Meow. The white cat said nothing, and even opened its mouth. The black cat spoke again, but the white cat did nothing. Then the white cat smiled. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh, this game has gotten freaky. You have redeemed yourself, Cat Muffler. I might want to take out the headphones because I feel like a jump scare coming. The white cat smiled as wide as it spoke. Meow meow. Black cat said, "Still, I do really bad with horror games."
He has the same earmuffs as you.
That cat. What? What do you mean? Earmuffs?
Or whatever.
No, it's a cat I've been playing. Black cat.
The color is the same as you.
Oh yeah, it is the same color as my headphones. That's funny. Black cat never had heard a voice before. Now the coincidence is just creepy. I'm gonna switch headphones. Man, freaking Birdie Berry with her like, oh hey, look at that coincidence. That's a little freaky. Your earmuffs are the same color as your headphones. So I got my backup headphones. Not my work headphones that I take to work. The black cat had never heard a voice before, not even her own. Oh, man, this ain't no cat. The white cat smiled, widened further. You want to hear, right? The black cat sat down and nodded without saying a thing. She was speechless, listening to a sound she had never been able to hear before. The white cat opened its mouth and spoke again. I can give you hearing in all the sounds it entails. Man, this cat is giving me the willies. Like, give me your earmuffs in return. The black cat loved her earmuffs. The black cat didn't want to give them away. But still, the black cat agreed to give away this treasure of hers. The white cat smiled and pulled away her earmuffs, then began to walk away. As the black cat took a step to follow, she found her head filled with noise. The black cat could hear the jingling of metal ball around the white cat's neck. The black cat could hear the barking of dogs and screams of humans. The black cat could hear the loud honking and the screeching tires of cars. The black cat could hear the other cats gossiping and whispering to each other. The black cat could hear everything around her, and it was all too loud. The black cat held her ears, but it was no use. She could not stop hearing. The black cat pleaded with the white cat for her earmuffs back. The black cat pleaded for the world of silence back. The white cat smiled. The white cat ran away, and the black cat followed. The black cat desperately wanted her earmuffs back, but there was so much noise and human screams startled her. While she was distracted, the white cat vanished. The black cat no longer knew where to go. To the left, to the right, the black cat looked around and heard a car screeching. The black cat was afraid and wanted to run, but she looked to the sounds. The black cat saw the white cat. The white cat was lying still on the road. A car still nearby with red tires. The black cat ran over and checked, but the white cat didn't move. There were humans shouting and screaming in the smoking car louder and louder. The black cat pulled red-stained earmuffs from the white cat's head and put them on her own. Ew! The black cat returned to her world of silence. Is that it? Really? This game has... Okay, white cat. It's the tale of a white cat. The white cat had delightfully hearing but poor sight. The white cat hated her poor eyes, and she hated her sensitive ears. She could hear all the others speaking of her, yet she could not see who they were. Every sound was loud, and she never heard the sound of silence. She wanted to pull off her ears, but she knew she could not survive with her poor sight alone. Thus she searched for silence. The white cat searched for silence in the house of a human, but instead she was tormented with a new sound. A bell laid around her neck, and the human cooed and kindly, believing it to be a beautiful sight. The white cat tried all she could get rid of the item. Okay, apparently the white cat's not some crazy, being, interdimensional being. But no human understood, just scratching her ears in the back, loud barking. The dog terrified her, and she ran. But could see no tree to climb. Catching up the dog, bit her tail, and pulled it in half. The white cat ran while shouting. Humans grabbed the dog, holding it still. Though her tail hurt, her ears hurt more. She kept herself to the alleys after that. One day she saw a black cat with blue earmuffs on her ears. The black cat never answered that anyone asked. The other cats whispered. The black cat spoke, and the white cat saw how her ears did not move. Then the white cat realized the black cat held silence she had so desired. The white cat spoke to the silence and offered to share her hearing. The black cat looked unwilling, but still she agreed. How can they talk if black cat can't hear? And thus the white cat took the earmuffs and blah. Black cat began to cry out and hold her ears, give it back, silence back. She cried. The white cat wasn't willing to give away the silence so soon, and so she ran. With the earmuff, I'm not even clicking anything, it's just playing on its own. The white cat voice replaced by the silence. The silver bell's chime, too, was replaced by silence. The white cat was delighted and ran as fast as she could. She yelled, "Run, run, run, as fast as you can." The noise of screaming city, and the violent, silent, and the violent, silent last forever and thus. But when the poor eyes, she could never see where she went. She She could no longer hear the warning sounds of the always disguised as noise. That day the white cat died. She was given eternal silence, and she felt happy. I gave us a second chance. And I feel empty inside. This game's free. You want to go look for it, just Google search it, type in cat muffler, visual novel, and like Google search or something. You'll probably come across it. Don't click on anything stupid. You might get a virus. So go to the go to the Ren'Py archive if you really want this game. Yeah, no, so I understand some people are going to be like, oh my gosh, the deeper meanings, blah, 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 and I understand what the meanings are. I understand. It's like, oh, these two faded and blah, blah, and crossing paths and coincidences, and, you know, would you rather give up, you know, who you are for this and that, and not changing who you are or changing who you are, and apparently if you change who you are, you're going to get hit by a car. Yeah, you like that one? You like that? You like that? Cat muffler. We'll just let this play in the background. So, I don't know. It just feels like... It feels like it wants to be something more, but it's just... Presentation is bad. Presentation's bad. That's what it comes down to. The writing isn't very strong, and it doesn't do a very... It's just... I can see the story actually being pretty decent, but it's just... Oh man, that writing. It's that... You know, you can have... It's like when somebody puts on Romeo and Juliet or Hamlet. Classic Shakespeare, right? Now, the writing may be good. What about the actors? Are they overacting? Are they overdoing it? Or are they underacting and just completely doing what I'm doing right now and flubbing on their lines and pausing with bad, like, projection and pacing and what have you? It just feels like that's this. It's like there's a decent idea going along, but the presentation and the pacing is just... It was just missing something. And even though it was incredibly short, I feel like... Why am I reviewing this? No one's gonna care. Sensei-pong signing out. Pong don't give a wall about it. And hell yeah, I wanna quit. Black cat, the black cat, the black cat, black cat, the black cat. Cat muffler gets a solid 3.5 out of 10. Black cat, the black cat, the black cat. What?
You need to read up on it or something before you do it, honestly.
It's okay. I'll probably title this, let's play a crappy visual novel, and people will be like, oh, okay, hey, let's click on that. And then they'll be like, I like trying to have clickbait that actually, you know, like, serves. Like, it's not like clickbait where it's like, oh, I really want to see those, you know, boobs. But, and then they click on it. I am recording. They click on it, and then it's like not exactly what they expected. I would rather have clickbait and kind of give them what they wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't like cheating people out. At the same time, I understand the power of clickbait. So. Hell yeah, I want to quit. Black cat, the black cat, the black...